Welcome back, to the podcast. This is Bullsh. You know how it is. It is me, your new, better improved 2.0 host, Charles, along with
I'm Dre.
And I'm Ray. And like Charles said, this is bullshit. So well, go on, Mr. Host. What's our first topic? Let's see if you were listening.
so episode numero 9.
We all wait, we are on 9. My bad.
I was about to say, there you go. We are on number.
Yeah, episode 9. I'm keeping rap with you. I was not paying attention. I don't know what topic it's on.
Since you know what, since Charles did the intro, I'll be the regulator or the coordinator when it comes to the topics. Our first topic of today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Did you want to start with yours or?
Oh, mine?
Oh, yeah, it don't matter.
I mean, we can. So at least my topic was I'm confused on why girls feel the need to have, like they need attention, like I get everyone's attention span is slow, but like for girls, it's like they can't do anything unless they have attention. And I never really understood that. My friend Daniel, who was here and was talking to Charles Andre, said that he feels like it's because it's daddy issues, like as in their father was not paying attention enough in their life, and so they try to find it in other men.
Their fatherless child, yes.
Yeah. I wasn't exactly sure, but I was gonna let y'all go on that. Because I don't know, I just see girls all the time and they're like, oh, I need all this attention. It's like, okay, but you're a baddie. Why the fuck do you need attention for? Everyone likes you already.
I feel like that's part of it, but I would imagine even when a female who doesn't have daddy issues still might somewhat try to look for that attention. Probably not as extreme as a woman who does suffer from daddy issues, but she's still going to somewhat still look for that attention. So I feel like part of the reason is because there was once upon a time where a woman's value was based on her looks.
Yeah.
And her value came from the dating market and the sexual market. And it's still pretty much somewhat still popular here today, even despite the fact that women bring more to the table in regards to like their intelligence, their goals and dreams and all that other stuff. It's still pretty much strongly ingrained in this society in many different ways. And I think that can result into women trying to get a lot of attention when it comes to a lot of guys because they feel like maybe they don't bring anything else to the table.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Charles, do you have anything on that?
It's weird. Cause what you're on one hand, yeah, that attention is from like parent stuff, but at the same time, like there's people out there that crave so much attention, even though they're not, even though they did have like a dad or something. And I think most of it is purely because like some people just aren't comfortable being alone, and I've noticed that a lot. When I was talking to females, some females talk to dudes purely because they don't like the thought of being alone with themselves. Like that's the best way I can explain it. Because I mean, I don't know how to fully explain it, but essentially, uh, some people can be by themselves and have a good time,
Yeah.
and then the ones that can are always the ones that crave other people's attention. Like they have to be talking to someone, or they have to be, you know, engaged with something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like the reason I got this from is because I have a coworker who I'm not gonna say her name, of course. I'm not
I'm about to say, don't drop no names now, my nigga.
no,
But
no. So like, there's this situation that she's in, like with the dude, and she shouldn't really even be in it, but she's just solely in it for like I said, the attention and because of what's going on. And everyone around her has been telling her like, hey, you could totally get out of this situation. But she's like, well, I do it because I enjoy the guy's company and because I like the attention. And I never understood that because she is a very attractive looking person. Like, not saying you have to be friends with the most attractive looking person in the room, but like, still, she's pretty cool and legit. And like I said, she knows a lot of people. So I don't know why she has to specifically rely on this one guy in this situation to, get all this attention from him when she can get attention from her friends or doing shit by herself. No, I don't know.
okay, in that situation, I don't even know if it has more to do with her craving attention, though. I mean, I feel like that's part of it, but I feel like there's a bigger piece of the puzzle. It sounds like in this whole situation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go too specific in it because if I go deep into it and let's say she watches this, then she knows exactly I'm talking about her. So
Mm, yeah.
I'm trying to start no shit.
And no, I'm not asking you to go like really deep into the conversation. I'm just giving like my
Yeah.
Your advice.
I was really I was really interested in what Charles brought up about people not wanting to be alone, and I feel like that kind of led to like my second theory about that is I'm not sure if lack of confidence is the correct term to use it, but like just not being comfortable within their own skin.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not really just females that struggle with this problem. It's a lot of people in general, men and women that struggle with being comfortable within themselves and feeling the need to constantly be around people just to know anything
Because
or
I'm.
even
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
or just any kind of distraction, whether it's hanging around with the wrong crowd of people you should not be hanging around with, getting in a relationship you should not be in, putting substances in your body that you should not be putting within your body, and that's a whole nother topic altogether. And I'm not going to get too far into that. But
Is-
no, my fault.
No, no, you're good. So like, yeah, I agree with what Charles said because like because I'm an only child. I hated being alone, because I was literally with my mom not being around, and yes, I had my dog Max with me, but you still miss human interaction at times, and it was like that every day. That's why like my mom like bought me like a PlayStation and a Wii because she was just like she could see that I just hated being alone. Like yeah, as much as I was with my dog, dogs can't talk. They just look at you like, "Hey, nigga, I gotta eat. I gotta take a shit." And then I'm gonna bark at you for no fucking reason. So it's like, at some point, I just hated being by myself. And my mom, both y'all know my mom and see how social she is. She's always going out and doing something. So yeah, I never really enjoyed that. But then eventually over time, I came to enjoy that time because when it did get to the point where I was with people constantly, there was times I wanted to be alone, and I was like, I missed that. So, and I just try to balance that. And I know this is not really adding up to the whole girls thing, but um, I do try to balance like however often I hang out with people in a day, and then like just having time by myself. So,
Talking about
What?
being the only child.
Yeah.
Only fans. Only.
Nigga. Shut your bitch ass up. Golly, you can't let this shit go.
I'm not gonna let this go.
It's a damn shame.
I mean,
What you mean? You mean? Nah, say what you gotta say.
he not wrong. He not wrong.
Oh, is there
Either.
is there any more y'all have on that topic? I know it's like something I just brought up like randomly.
Oh, I know my mom watching over my nephew right now because she's trying to FaceTime. And whenever she try to FaceTime me, 9 times out of 10, she watching over that little shit.
Well, yeah, of course she is. That's what I'm saying. But practically your house is his house, bro.
At
He
this point,
like he might as well be living with y'all because your mom has him constantly.
Oh God.
Shit. I guess we can move on to the next topic then, since that was kind of a quick one.
That was kind of quick. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Well, the next topic we have, which I feel like this one will kick on for a while, is what is the difference between a nice guy and a simp? I'll let you go first, Charles.
The difference is intent. That's the big difference. The biggest difference between that's the biggest difference I can imagine it being is intent. So intends to be a nice guy purely because they can get uh something out of it, something physical out of it. Nice guys normally don't have that intent of getting something out of it. More or less they're more nice to be nice. Like they're naturally nice. Like most simps can turn into nice guys, but it's more likely a nice guy turns into a simp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess that's the easiest way to put it. The difference between a nice guy and a simp is a nice guy will be nice to you no matter what. A simp will only be nice to you because he sees something he wants in you.
He's most of the time Gucci.
Yeah, which like all the dudes out here simping for a female because she got a big booty or she got some big, she got some milkers on her or something like that. But and then females trying to holler at the nigga with the light eyes or hey bro, that's that curly hair, do something to me type niggas. Like, bro, those are simps. Nice guys are just nice people are just like, I like that and you pretty cool, so what it do? But that's the best way I can put it.
No, yeah, I think you put it in a good way because most girls, of course, they're not gonna fuck with the nice guy, but they hate simps too. So it's like, of course, me, I'd rather be a nice guy than a simp because fuck that. I've already simped in the past. And that shit didn't work out for me at all.
I think any guy with any self-respect for himself will rather be a nice guy than a simp, though.
Yeah, it's just, like again, like with the intent, but there still is some nice guys who are not saying they're nice just to get the coochie, but they, still want to like be with that girl, but then she just sees him just solely as a nice guy. And it's kind I don't know. In today's generation, it's kind of changed because girls say they want things in a certain guy, but then go with the toxic guy. But it's like if you want those certain things in a guy and the nice guy has it, why not go with him? Like, doesn't make sense to me.
At the end of the day,
I think attraction,
Yeah.
I will say this though.
big things.
There are nice guys out there that have really like there are nice guys out there that like suck. Like they may be nice, but God, they're just bad. Simps always have a really garbage attitude when it comes to everything, though, because most simps are feeling like entitled to something. Like I don't know if y'all remember about that one dude that paid like 10 grand to meet this chick on OnlyFans, one of his OnlyFans subscribers.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yes, they met in like a hotel or something, and
Yeah,
then like she used the money to go on a vacation with his.
With her boyfriend.
Yep.
Now she's traveling the world with her boyfriend. Like what, bro? You simped for that female for what? For a hey, how you doing? Handshake and that was it, bro. A little
I can't
conversation.
believe he paid that much money though. That's like a lot of money.
For what? Bro?
PG? What? Nigga,
Man,
TG?
look, bro. Okay, look, I ain't never been myself. Okay, do not judge me. But from what I heard, he didn't even have to spend 10 G's. He could have just spent $50 and drove down to Bissonnette. Like that's all he needed to do.
For real.
Got the same experience.
Nah, man's was down bad, so he was willing to do anything. I guess I have a quick question for you two guys. Would you classify yourself as the nice guy? Because I know y'all ain't Sims, but like, would you classify yourself as a nice guy, or just you think you're just like average?
Honestly, I don't even want to be classified. Like, if I was honest with myself,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Because it's kind of like, I think even being labeled as a nice guy has a bit of a stigma in today's time, similar to how it is with Sims. That's just me.
Hmm.
Nah, I'm a dickhead.
You a dickhead?
I'm a dickhead. I'm gonna keep it a rack with you. I'm a dickhead.
Okay.
I refuse to believe. I refuse to say that I'm otherwise, purely because I know I'm not a nice guy. Why? Because I will talk to some people purely to be friends, and I will talk to some people purely to be more. But to be honest, I am a dickhead because depending on what I'm there for, I will act accordingly to that. But what's it called? No, I'm a straight dickhead. I will take hours to respond. And I will take hours to respond. Sometimes I will see your message, have time to look at it, and not look at it. Like there are times where if you send me something on Snapchat, I just won't respond to it.
Yeah, I would know, nigga. Or we both would know.
Yeah. Nah, sometimes
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be doing the same thing.
Oh, what? Just like looking at it, or like not even bothering?
I won't even look at it. Sometimes
Yeah, because honestly, I guess it depends on like, bruh, why is there like a lack of connection between me and Charles, bruh, every single time?
Lack of connection.
Because it's kind of like he would start talking and then I would start talking. We will both start talking at the same time, at least on my end.
Oh, my bad.
I was just gonna be like, only reason why I do is because It depends on who's sending the message, and that will like determine how much of a priority it is for me right now. So, say if it's just like a friend or a family member, I will look at it and be like, okay, this sent me something. I'm kind of working on something right now. Not something important, but I'm on something right now. When I finish with this, I'll get back to that message. Now, if it was like my boss or something like that, and it's could potentially be urgent, I'm like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and get this message. So I guess it pretty much depends on that prioritization.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's with anybody because, like my mom will send me shit and I won't respond right away. My mom be like, nigga, you got it? I be like, yeah. I just didn't feel like responding. Like,
Bro, there's a high chance. There's a high chance. Like, okay, look, and this is the weirdest thing, and I will fully admit that I've done this multiple times. Um, so wait, hold on. What was I?
that nigga is into his 2K right now. God,
I'm sorry.
He cheesing real hard too.
Okay, look, as I said, bro, there's some times where, especially like on my birthday, bro, I'll get hella messages from people. Like I get messages from my mom. I get messages from my mom, my cousins that don't text me but once or twice a year, bro, on the holidays, which just so conveniently happens to be the same area as my birthday. Like, bro, it's what's it called? It's weird to put because it's I will on my birthday I'll get all these happy birthdays from people I ain't heard from in a year. Literally. I only get a text from you on my birthday. You don't ever check up on a nigga. You don't say what's up. You don't say hey. It's just happy birthday, happy whatever year it is. Hope you have a good one. Stay blessed.
And then leave the chat.
Yeah.
And then they leave the chat. Yeah. And you know what I hit him with? Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's all right. Appreciate it. That's cool.
Yeah, because they can't hold anything against you.
Like, the only reason I responded is out of obligation, bro. Because if I don't respond to it, then I'm gonna get phone calls from them talking about some. Hey, did you see my message? I sent you a happy birthday, Nick. Nah, I ain't see your message.
Nah, not even that. They call your parents and they be like, this nigga ain't respond to me. Then your mom be like,
Yes,
nigga,
you look
why
like a
didn't you
dickhead
respond to
for
this
not
person? You be
responding.
like, damn, I was about to. The fuck? Like, they snitched on my ass? Like,
What you
Oh God.
for, bro? There's no reason to snitch, bro. And then even if you were snitching, like, bro,
it's my birthday. Why are you snitching on me?
on God, I thought it was my birthday. Niggas acting like you gotta respond to them on their birthday.
Mm-hmm.
But nah. And then I don't know about y'all. My birthday got progressively worse and worse after I got out of high school.
Fam, after my 18th birthday, my birthdays are going downhill. I practically didn't have a birthday this year. That's how crazy it was.
I ain't had a birthday in a few years. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a birthday in a few years. I used to just get that happy birthday. That's it. And especially for my family, it literally just hope you have a good one.
Yeah.
Have a nice one. And then for my parents, what you want to do? You want to go get dinner or something?
Yeah, because this is like, as the older you get, it's not going to be as lively as when, we were children. So,
Yeah, but
like, oh, you want to go get a drink? Like,
even then,
Bro, this wasn't even the main topic.
I know it wasn't the main
What the hell's going on?
Look, bro,
we just going with the flow.
Look, bro. All I'm saying is this. Right? And it's real simple, right? Nice. Look, there are nice guys. There are simps, and then there's people like me. I don't consider myself a nice guy, and I don't consider myself a simp. Will I simp sometimes? Yes. Will I be a nice guy sometimes? Yes. But majority of my pie chart will be dickhead because I won't respond to you until I feel the need to, or until I just really want to. So you honestly, you can sit on delivered for a good like hour or five, depending on what I'm doing that day.
No, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like to classify myself as a nice guy because I mean I'm not nice to everybody. Like there are times where people piss me off, and I'll try my best not to go off on them, or if it's with a girl, like yeah, I'll be nice to an extent, but if I feel like I'm being used, then I'll turn over real quick. Like nigga, you changed. Yeah, it's because I found out you was using me, bitch.
Mm, on God, yes, that's really how it is. But I don't know. People just different. That's all it is. The
Would
older,
wait? Go ahead, Charles.
I don't know if y'all realize this, but the older you get, it's not even the smaller your circle get. It's just
People don't care.
yeah, bro. You stop caring. You stop caring about people that you used to care about every day in high school because that was your friend group. You saw them every day. As soon as you graduated high school, half that friend group kind of gone.
Yeah.
They split up into
Half.
let's say you had a friend group of like 10 people. As soon as y'all graduate high school, these two dudes split off, and then these two start dating, and then these three all go to the same college, and then you left with like one or two dudes that's just like there. And
Mm.
you might have like one real homie that's you've been chilling with since high school.
I mean, y'all have seen it in person. Like I told you, Dre, Jordan's the only person I talked to from my high school. Well, that and another guy named Cameron who's here in my school. But out of my whole
I
friend
pretty
group,
much don't talk to
don't talk to anyone.
nah, pretty much nobody. I mean, I still have them on Snapchat. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
talk
No,
to on a regular basis,
nope.
no.
They see my snap, I see their snap, and I keep it moving.
Exactly. That's all you got to do. But I don't know. That's all I got to say about it.
I know it's funny how we had a topic and we weren't even talking about the topic majority of the time.
Oh God. Now, hold
Mm.
on, Charles, you want to say something?
I was about to say, bro, the topic wasn't even like that. The topic's not even that deep, to be honest with you. It's just do what works for you, bro. There's you can
So
be a
you're
nice
saying
guy.
if simping works for you, be a
If
simp?
something works for you, then do it, bro. If simping got you a female 9 out of 10 times you simped, then it's working for you. You shooting Steph Curry as a simp. You simp Curry. Like, bro, if it's working for you, do it, bro. But my problem is
Yeah, that's the name of the podcast.
what?
Curry.
Yo,
Simp
Yeah,
Curry.
I guess that is the name of the podcast.
Episode 9, Simp Curry. There you go. But nah, bro. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm trying my hardest not to simp for a female right now.
Mm.
But I just might have to. You never know.
Nigga, you too busy to be simping right now. You working two jobs.
And I'm about to simp on the job.
Oh, you talking to one of your coworkers?
Yeah, bro. She kind of, she pulled up on a Sunday with one of my other coworkers. Then she became a server, and now we just kind of talking. I was supposed to go in today, and she asked me if I was coming back today, and I said yeah. But I was there all day this morning and last night, so I told him I'm not coming.
Yeah. Still give it to you for being able to work 2 jobs.
It's not hard, bro. It's just tiring. As long as you have it scheduled out for a few days, it's not bad.
I feel like it's one of those things where like once you get like the pattern of it, then it's not
Yeah.
too much of a hassle.
Biggest problem is doing this with no car, no bike, bro.
Wait, you legit walking from each job?
So I bus from one job. No, I bus from my place to the job.
Okay, yeah, I was like,
Then I walk from job to job, and then I Uber home. So
That Uber gonna add up.
what?
yeah, cool. That Uber
Especially if
gonna
you
add up.
walking every day, especially if you driving every day. Well, not driving every day, but Ubering every day.
It do add up, but it's what's it called? Essentially, I would bus home. I would love to bus home from work. Biggest problem is ain't no bus running at 10 p.m.
True.
So I got a bus to work at like 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. and I gotta be there till 10. So I gotta Uber home. Or I just get my roommate to take me, but that nigga been busy.
Yeah, is he still working at Nike?
Yeah, he about to get a second job at Target though. Cause Nike
Ain't as much.
he don't be paying.
No. Real adult struggles, college struggles. Right, because I was trying to find a internship that would pay, but all these fucking internships non-paid. I'm like, damn, nigga, can I get some money?
Imagine, bro. That nigga said an internship, paid internship. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, it's out there. They just
They
hide
are out there. It's just
It's out there, but people are snatching them.
for real. I'm trying to figure out how. I'm like, the fuck?
Oh God.
What was that?
What about it, bro?
Oh my goodness.
all right. Can we go back to the original second topic? Because I was about to
What was the original
say
second
more
topic?
about that
the nice guy.
difference between nice guy and Sims.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go back to that one.
So I'm glad that was mentioned about the difference between nice guys and simps, that the difference between the intentions behind their both nice guys and simps actions, because I feel like that's pretty much the whole, not the consensus, that's pretty much the whole theme of the book that I read throughout the pandemic. I think I finished that. I read it earlier this year. I know for sure. I cannot remember if I first read it during March or April.
Mm-hmm.
The book was called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. I'm not sure if both of y'all guys have heard about it. Maybe somebody in the comment section has heard about it. But essentially, what the book was about was just basically talking about how the quote unquote nice guy, AKA, that's one of the reasons why I said that nice guys and simps seem to be so intertwined, especially in this day and age, because there are too many simps out there that like to classify themselves as nice guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, honestly, I don't want to be associated with neither, because either way, they're somewhat becoming both of the same at this point. Technically or not, they're somewhat both becoming the same. He basically dives deep into like how the nice guy is, how one becomes the nice guy, and his character and personality, and how one can change. I'm not gonna dive too far deep into it. I'll give you like, just in case anybody wants to read this book, highly recommend it. It's definitely an eye opener if you're someone who struggles with simp like behavior, or just being a fake nice guy kind of behavior. If you're one of those dudes that kind of leave, I'll just put it to you like this. If you're that one dude that basically goes around looking at females and being like, why is she going for all these assholes when she could get with a nice guy like me? This is the book for you. I'm gonna just put it to you like that.
I used to have that
So,
mentality.
same here. And that's one of the reasons why I read it.
Mhm.
So again, just in case anybody in the comment section wants to read it for himself, I'm not going to give out the whole summary, but I'll just give you just a little bit of a taste of what he basically dives into. Like I said, he talks about their character and personality, how the nice guy slash simp is really passive. He avoids conflict. He doesn't really like doesn't really speak with intentions. You know what I mean? He avoids conflict, like I said. He doesn't go after what he wants. He's very passive. And the things that he does do, he basically kind of somewhat goes about the world thinking that his purpose is to change people. And so much so is, no matter how much his world is falling apart, he feels the need to constantly try to change other people's worlds and try to make their lives better. And when he does this, he kind of has somewhat of an ulterior motive behind his actions, is the correct term to use. Basically, meaning that he does all these nice things, but it doesn't come from the goodness out of his heart. He does it because he wants something, like Charles mentioned before, he wants something in return. And it's mainly more so the term nice guy is mainly used in the dating world. So chances are he's doing a lot of these nice things for a female. And what does he want in return? Pretty much we all know what that answer is. And any female that watches this podcast today knows what that answer is. So, like I said, he feels the need, he feels like his purpose and that his worth always comes from other people, and just does things out of a ulterior motive. He doesn't do things because it's just the right thing to do. And he dives deep into, well, Robert Glover, the author, he dives deep, a little bit deeper into like, how is the nice guy born? Like, where does this sort of behavior come from? Well, there's a lot of factors that benefit into this. There was upon a time, I believe it was before World War II, where throughout a boy's childhood, he would spend a lot of his time out in the fields and the outdoors with his dad, his grandfather, his uncles, his brothers, his cousins, basically with the other males in the house. And that's where his journey into manhood essentially begins. It's even throughout childhood. And then throughout the time of war, I believe it was World War II, I had to go back and clarify. But I think it was around that time where like when men go off into, well, the fathers specifically will go off into war, they'll more likely be the mothers who will end up having to raise the sons. And that's so they won't really get to see their fathers. They won't really have to get that time to know what manhood, true, what masculinity and being a man truly is. And then you turn around, you see out the gate, you see throughout his childhood, he sees his mom pretty much be like the main top person running the household. Then you turn around, you see teachers who are more likely women. So throughout his life, he pretty much sees nobody but women at the main top, like authoritative position throughout his life, whether it's his mom or teachers or whatever the case may be. Also, more so is because there are two main things. So when it comes to children, there are two main characteristics when it comes to us as children. Number one, we are very egocentric, very we tend to think as kids that anything that goes wrong is essentially we have something to do with it. And it makes sense because I remember there was once upon a time where it was around the time in elementary school. I forgot which grade I was in. I was in the as I get my drink of water. God dang. All right. Anyway, so like I said, I forgot which grade I was in. I remember I was in the after school program. I was sitting in the cafeteria. This was of course after school. It was very late. I had very later than when I would expect either my mom or my sister to pick me up. And at this point, this is around the time that like most of the kids were pretty much gone. And then as time went on and I was still there, all the other kids were gone. So I was pretty much the only kid left at this point. All the other the adults who were running the after school program, they were packing the shit up and putting the stuff away, getting ready for the next day. You know, typically things that you always do during doing your job. Rashawn, why are you making that face about nigga?
This nigga Joe's falling asleep.
God dang. You really fell asleep. You gonna have to crop them out during the editing somehow.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, you guys continue. I'm paying attention.
So I remember during the time, I even forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So it was like very, very late. All the other kids are gone. The adults are putting this stuff up, and I remember just thinking to myself, "Okay, what is going on? Why is nobody picking me up?" And I remember this one thought popped into my head: is what if my mom doesn't love me anymore? That was the thing that came into my mind. And as soon as that thought came to mind, I just broke down and started crying right there in the cafeteria. I just started crying because I automatically start thinking of the worst. Now, thinking of it now, of course, speaking, that more than likely had nothing to do with the situation why
Yeah,
my
probably
mom
just running
was so
late.
late picking me up. Exactly. Maybe she ran into traffic. Maybe there was something going on at her job that made her run late in the first place. Who knows? That could have been any other reason. But in my head at the time, me being a child, I wasn't thinking about that. It was more so of me, me, me. Why is she more focused on me? You know what I mean? So it definitely makes sense when he brings up the concept of a child being egocentric, and when something goes wrong and a child's needs are not being fulfilled, they feel the need to believe, oh, it's because I did something wrong. Number two, fear. So, number one, they're egocentric, very full of the whole, they feel the need to, that the whole world centers around them. And number two, fear of abandonment.
Mm.
And it's funny how in my story, both of those things kind of played a factor into the whole situation. But yeah, I'll definitely say fear of abandonment. And that definitely makes sense because when you're a child, you pretty much depend on other people, mainly your parents, for essentially everything, whether it's food, whether it's clothes, whether it's a roof over your head to get to school and back, to get to hang out with your friends. Pretty much everything depends on your parents. And if they're not really there, then how are you supposed to do anything?
Yeah.
You can't. So definitely makes sense. So what do these two things have anything to do with a nice guy? Well, I'll tell you. So what Robert Glover basically brought up is he brought up the fact of something must have happened during a nice guy's childhood that involved the effect of his ego being shattered, that his whole world that revolves around him being shattered, and or that he feels abandoned. More so that something along his needs in some way, shape, or form were not fulfilled.
Mm.
And again, like I mentioned, a child being very egocentric, he will feel the need that something, it was his fault. That whatever happened throughout his childhood, that his needs were not fulfilled, it will be his fault, that he had something to do with the fact that his needs were fulfilled. And so what that does is for him to internalize this shame about himself, that he doesn't no longer feel comfortable about who he is. He doesn't feel comfortable in his own skin. He doesn't feel comfortable. He essentially believes that he himself as a person is bad. And the only way for that to not be the case is for him to be good, is to do good things for other people. And the problem with that is because it's not really a place out of honesty. It's coming more of a place of these good things come from a place of like, oh, if these people see me doing good things, they will love me
Mhm.
and my needs will be fulfilled.
Yeah.
So, and that's definitely this is definitely way worse. This is pretty much like the bread of the book. I'm not going to get into the whole meat and potatoes of the rest of the book, but
Yeah.
it's definitely like an intro to it, just in case if anybody out there really wants to take a look at it. Very recommend it. Like I said, especially if you're one of those dudes where it's just kind of like you classify yourself as a nice guy and you're probably wondering why females are not fucking with you like that. Take a look at this book. I'd be shocked to see that some of these things align with you. And I'm gonna be honest, some of these things definitely aligned with me. When I first read it, it was definitely an eye opener. And even some stuff during my childhood, things that some I struggle with now. And it cost me to have a really dive, really dive deep and look at myself. and suffer from.
I mean, well, you gotta do that on like anything, you experience or learn in life. But yeah, for sure. Because you're at that point you're wondering what kind of man you're growing up to be. I feel like um 'cause, yeah, for sure, like if you don't have a lot of confidence, is probably why you are a nice guy. Because like, okay, I can do something, and then I have that feeling of confidence, because this girl acknowledged me for doing this thing, and then she owes me for that. So, it's not exactly how things work out to be all the time. Because everyone doesn't owe you for every small little thing you do. Because you're not gonna be mad at someone for, let's say, you hold open a door for someone. You're like, okay, you owe me. Like, okay, anyone does that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, welcome back.
Good morning, nigga.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
All right.
You got
I think that was the end of the second topic right there. We wrapped it up. So.
leave me non-present because I haven't slept since over 24 hours.
Well, we go in here just for you, Charles, so we can get your ass to sleep.
I was about to say, bring the third topic, bro.
Third topic? The fuck? We only got two.
You ain't making through the second topic.
That's what I was saying.
Hey, that don't matter, bro. I was ready to make it through a third. Shoot.
Nigga, you supposed to be.
And I right there engaged.
Nah, we finna end it here, nigga, so you can get some sleep.
Because you gotta do some shit anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, well, do you want to end it, Charles, since you awake now?
Nah, you got it, boss.
All right. Well, again, thank you for watching this podcast of SimpCurry. Stay tuned and keep a lookout for more podcast episodes, dropping every 2 weeks. And also with that. But, subscribe, like, share the video. Do what you feel like.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I don't even know if I'm adding that shit in yet. I don't know why the fuck you doing this.
Episode 10, the big one, the 1-0. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Come on, nigga.
10. Okay, damn. Can I get there? Shit. Fuck this whole shit.
I mean, you was over here acting confused talking about, like, what is this? Like,
nigga, because I'm like, the fuck? Are you talking about the YouTube shit? Like, anyway, but yeah, come on. We got episode 10 coming out next episode, so stay tuned for that. That one's going to be a good one for sure.
We'll get some good topics out there on that one.
Oh, for sure.
Big facts. I can't believe you're already there already.
Yeah, I was just talking about that with someone. I was like, we almost on the 10th episode. They was like, damn, nigga, I'm on the 4th. I'm like, you better catch your ass up. The fuck?
Okay, because I mean, we still have it.
Yeah. But again, this is Bullsh Podcast. Thank you for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next.